What up, though? You already know how I go. Smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. I'm feeding the streets today. I'm dropping y'all videos back to back to back to back. Shout out Hot Boy Jesse. Y'all see how I uploaded him in the past days more than I did. I've been sick or whatever, but he also got some great stories. I love hearing him talk. I love hearing his country accent, bro. It be so funny, man, the way he talk. But it is what it is, though. He got some interesting stories. I'm glad y'all messing with him, vibing with him. He jumped up like 300 subscribers in the last week or two, or maybe less than that. Y'all that support me, y'all different. Y'all will see a video, right? Don't have a comment for it, but y'all still put a period on it, just a comment on it. Help with the algorithm. Y'all different. Then y'all be sending me donations out of nowhere, and, upgrade the quick. Go look at my old videos compared to these videos right here. That's because of y'all. Y'all upgraded me for real. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go smash that Instagram link and that Facebook joint. You dig what I'm talking about? I appreciate all y'all. Much love, peace, prosperity be to all y'all. 100. I want to give y'all some advice for coming home, getting a job. It was a video requested. When you coming home right now, like I said in a video about 10 videos ago, this is the perfect time to go get your CDL's license. Because if you order an iPhone 13 right now, right, you're going to be waiting about a week and a half because they don't have enough drivers to deliver them. Go get your license, then go get your CDL license, chauffeur license or whatever, and take those. Like, this is the only time I ever seen since I've been working since I was 18, right? And I'm 31 now. But working since I was 18. I never seen jobs paying $16, $17, $18, $19, $20 an hour not do a background check. I never seen a job say we THC friendly. You got to take a drug test. But if it's THC, with marijuana, we don't care. They so desperate for people to work. Trump had the economy banging so much, and then so much unemployment. People, why would you want to go back to? If you was making $2,000 and $2,500 every 2 weeks on unemployment, why would you want to go back to work for $700 a week? It's so many opportunities to get jobs out here. It's ridiculous. So it's the best time to come home and get jobs. But let me give you some advice, because some of y'all brothers, when I like the guys that been to the joint and it messed them up, some of y'all are just so weird, talking on the phone while you working and stuff like that, not working, not doing the extra help. Like, that don't help us at all. But just let me give you a little advice when you go into an interview, right? Accept, if they ask you questions about your criminal background, accept everything you did, even if you didn't do it. You've been convicted of it, so that means that you've done it. Unless you got a very, very plausible excuse of why you're not guilty, but you took a plea to it, which you gotta have some type of rare, very good story. Just own up to it. I made bad decisions in my life. When they ask me, was it a mistake? I always tell people, and people who interview me, it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't that I was not thinking. The brain always works. Even when you sleep, you're having dreams. I was thinking. I just made a bad choice. I just chose the easy route. I made a mistake. And they respect that. When you go to interviews, no matter what the interview is, even if it's for McDonald's, please try to dress your best. Don't go in there with no hats on. Don't go in there, with your street clothes on. Go get you some little cheap tie suit and look good. Bring you your own clipboard. Go get a clipboard. Bring your own pen. They look at all that stuff. You know how many? I'm one of them guys that don't never keep the same job more than 6 months. I always move on. So when I tell you, in the past 2 years, I had over maybe 25, 30 interviews. I really mean that, and I'm being modest. 25, 30 interviews. And out of them 25, 30 interviews, I probably got the call back from 26 of them. No cap. 26 of them. Bring your clipboard. Bring your own pen. Dress nice. Bring an extra copy of your resume, because when they have you fill out the extra application and put your stuff on there, and they ask you, hey, do you need a copy of your application that you sent us online? No, I got one. They see you prepared. Show up 15 minutes early at least. I try to do 30 minutes. So when they call the hiring supervisor, hey, such and such here, he got an appointment at 12:30. Oh damn, it's 11:30. It's 11:45. He showed up extra early. That means you dependable. You gonna show up. They look at all this stuff because they go by the book so much. Even though the book don't matter, even if you was late for an interview, that don't mean that you're not a great worker. But they go by the book so much because they don't have personal life experiences with people like us. They just go by the book and think that it's all right. It's not true. Show up early. Y'all heard what I said. Clipboard. Bring your own pen. Bring an extra resume or two. Show up early. When you go there and it's down periods and you can help somebody else at your job, go help them. All this stuff add up. I'm telling you. When you go to interview, you admit to everything you've been convicted of, or, tell them what your thinking was at that time and how it is different now. When they ask you, is there anything that you want to know? Don't say, hey, you explained enough. Say that you explained thoroughly, that I almost don't have a question, but this work right here, I promise you that, and look it up. Ask your hiring supervisor, when they ask you, is there anything you want to ask us? Is there anything you want to know? Ask them, how is the work environment? Ask them, what do you expect from me? And as they tell you what they expect from you, I can meet that. Tell them how you can meet that. That's going to blow them away. I promise you, this little simple stuff will blow them away. Don't get down and out because you got a felony on your record. Trust me, that's not an excuse no more. They desperate. I promise you. A lot of these factories, a lot of these trucking companies, they desperate for people with decent driving records. They desperate for people who going to come to work every day. They desperate for it. I promise you that. Never in my life would I have thought that a company would have said we THC friend. Never in my life would I have thought that a lot of companies don't even do a background check no more. They need workers. Everything that you do is worthwhile, and it's going to give you some experience or open up a lane or a vision. It's not going to be attached to a good check or a check at all. So sometimes you got to take chances, free chances. I promise you. I was working at a paint store, and I can't believe I was working there for $12 an hour. I can't believe it. And then I came back and I was working under the table for $10 an hour. I couldn't believe it. When I look back on it, I was like, damn, why would I ever do something like that? And I was the best employee he ever had. I know for a fact. Ain't nobody sold paint on the side and made him money like I did. They was just coming to work, doing their job, and getting their check. I was doing my job. I was doing start, opening and closing, and then I was securing paint deals on my spare time. He sells to me for a little lower, and I sell it for a little higher than what he sell it for. Doing my own thing. So every opportunity not gonna be attached to a check. I promise you that. Even though I look back and I say, damn, why was I working for that? He opened up a whole lane for me. Now, I got a lady in Missouri. She own a paint shop. But she do car paint for PPG Paints. She do car paint. Now she can take her no tax ID. Now she can take her relationship with the company and say, hey, you got some house paint instead of car paint for me? And then send it to me and I'll make the money off of it. And at first I did it for free, just to show her like I can move that. Because when you in sales, it's just like the drug game. Just like the drug game. How do you get your clientele up? How do you find your clientele? Do one of y'all know about short stopping? When you go in front of the drug spot and you take their customers to come to you and tell them you got better product, bigger product, more quantity? Same thing. You go in front of Home Depot, Lowe's, Sherwin-Williams, Harbor Freight, and you sell your product. for way lower than what they selling it for. It's called short stopping. You taking your customers. I don't need no promotions. I don't need no ads. I go right to where they already looking for the product that I got. It's so many ways out here to get money. It's ridiculous. These days, it's so many ways to get money. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. Peace and blessings be to y'all. Make sure y'all come to y'all interviews prepared with everything. You looking nice. Ain't no angst. This is talk proper as possible. Get the job. Use it as a stepping stone. Peace and blessings.